Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing fine.
Hey guys.
I'm with Pierre tonight, as usual. And we wanted to make like a special stream at Eat My Charts because of the latest price action. I think it's pretty interesting what happened, and we've been commenting the price action for the past 3 days. Pretty well, I have to say. And we wanted to share with you
Yeah.
basically, what happened, why we bounced from each of the levels we bounced from, because we basically made, I think, almost all the calls, all the possible calls. And had you followed what we said, probably you would be in the same positions we're in now. Personally, I'm into a short and a long. I'm going to tell you later on why. Pierre also took the same short than me. We were not trading at the same time, but it seems funny enough that we have the same entries. And so, we're going to go through all of this, and we wanted to share it with you because it's pretty interesting. Okay? So, let's go. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Yeah? Okay, amazing. So, I did a little replay to, I think it was Tuesday night, we had our stream, weekly stream, where we had some levels in mind. If I recall correctly, we had like 3 setups. We had the short of this weekly level right there, that was aligned with multiple levels. I'm going to redo it very fast. So basically the confluence that we had here was that you have the value area high, you have the weekly level right there. And this was also the point of control of the whole range for a while now. So we had in mind this setup, thinking, okay, this is a high time frame area. Should we hit this and we see a proper reaction, we can take it at least maybe to, so maybe this daily level, but even lower to the point of control, okay? The other setup that we had in mind, should we reclaim this weekly, was actually taking the highs around here, okay? So we acknowledge something really, really important. It's that we're building liquidity above. So you have above this level right there, this one here, and this one here. What do we say? What do we mean by building liquidity? Basically, people here, so we've been range bounding between those 2 levels, okay, since when? Since the 16th of December. So it's going to be almost a month now. And as you can see, we haven't taken those highs. What does it mean? It means that people have been entering in shorts and in longs inside of this region, and they've been putting their stop losses above those key levels, and they haven't been visited yet. Same thing to the downside, by the way. You could do the same theory to the downside, and this is actually where we had another setup, which is a long from this exact daily level, okay, where we're thinking, okay, should we go to this area here? We have a nice long to take and probably take it to the ranges high. Okay, so let me keep on going with this explanation. Why would the price be attracted to those levels per se? For a very simple reason. It's that you and me, when we're trading with small amounts. Okay, we're not trading with those really, really big amounts of money. And so we don't really need to be concerned by the fact that our market orders, when we're going to enter a position, is going to shift the market. It's going to make bump or dump because we don't have this much money. We're not market makers. But now put yourself in the shoes of somebody who has hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? Institutions, hedge funds, all those kind of big players. When they enter the market, if they enter via market orders with those huge amounts of money, what's going to happen? If they buy, they're going to actually create the rise. And the problem is that by buying and by creating the rise, they're going to be entering at really higher levels than they would like to enter in the trade because they are making the price move because of the high position that they have. They're filling all the limit cells that are being piled up above. And probably by entering with this amount of money, they're going to shift the price maybe 1%, 2% high. You don't know how high. And it's going to make them buy to a level that they actually initially didn't want to buy. So how do they do?
Because of the slippage, yeah.
Exactly. How do these people manage to enter into those massive positions without making the market move? One word: limits. They enter via limit orders, okay? And so a limit order, I think you all know what it means. It means that basically you set a price in the exchange. You say, okay, should the price hit this level, I'm going to say any, for example, should the price hit 1769, I'm going to enter in a short. Should the price hit 16,200, I'm going to enter in a long. Now, why would they put their limit orders here? Because they know that other traders, let's say smaller traders like you and me, when we're entering in those positions, we're putting our stop losses here. Okay, we're putting stop losses here, 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 here. Okay, so in their idea, they're thinking, okay, if I can manage to bring the price to this area, the people who shorted here and have stop losses here are going to trigger a market order that is going to close their short, meaning they're going to trigger a long order. Okay, they're going to buy at this level. So they're thinking, okay, if I put the limit order here, for example, and I bring the price over here, the people that have been putting their stop losses here are going to buy into my selling limit order without making the price move. And this is very, very important. This is how they think. They think in matters of not making the price move, filling those huge positions by triggering stop losses of other traders. Okay? This happens all the day on Bitcoin. And honestly, any other assets, to be fair. Okay? So once you know that the price is attracted to those areas, those stop hunt areas, you know that actually the best probable trade that you could take is wait for those areas of liquidity to be taken and trade with the bigger player. Okay, so the bigger player most probably has a limit short here. He's going to try to bring the price up, or he has a limit buy here. He's going to try to bring the price down, take out everybody from their long or from their short, filling his short position or his long position, and then dumping the price or pumping the price depending on which side he is. Okay? And so once you know this is when you have a pretty cool edge on the market, and when you can actually identify those areas where you have stop losses. And this is what we did last time. So we identified that this area right there, is actually a very cool area because you would be taking all those highs. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say 4 important highs with stop losses above. Okay, and now let's see what happened to the markets. So those were the setups, huh? Short from here, long from there. Okay, and now let's just move this. Let's go to a 3 times, maybe 15 minutes, and let's roll. So here we're going down, maybe losing the level, reclaiming it. At the VWAP, you're fighting against the VWAP. You see it here, right? Boom. Okay. First interesting thing here, okay? You see this huge rise over here. At this point in time, you could be thinking to yourself, okay, we took those highs, right? And now we're back inside of this. So this you could be thinking to yourself, there is here a swing failure pattern that I can trade. But the thing is, we never actually got inside of this area. We didn't take the highs and then dropped. So at this point in time, actually, you don't have a swing failure pattern, so you should not enter in any short, okay? And then you arrive to this area, this weekly area where we're thinking, okay, this is a high time frame level. And so this means that potentially you could have a rejection. So let's see what happens next, okay? You play around it. Okay, here's interesting. Locally, what happened is that here you have people who entered some shorts, okay, price dropped. And here you take those shorts out, the yearly shorts, and then you go back below. So everybody here in a short is now out of its position because of this wick. See what happens next. You back test. This is also very, very interesting. The weekly here, as you can see pretty well, okay, this level that we wanted to short, what's super interesting about it is that we hit it first, and then we had a rejection, a small rejection, but still visible, okay? You had a 0.24% rejection. And then what happened afterwards, we broke it. So it was a resistance, slight resistance, not much. We broke above it. We started, ranging above it. And what happens when you visit the level again? This is the exact opposite of a resistance. It becomes a support. So we flip this resistance into a support. And this happens all the time as well. It's that when a support is broken and it is visited again it will become a resistance. So you call this a support resistance flip. And the opposite is true as well. If a resistance is broken and then you visit the level again, so from the upside, this level now is supposed to act as a support. And this is what you can see here very locally. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not going to break to the downside, but you can see the reaction. Here, people, when we arrived, they were thinking, we have to sell, rejection. And now when the price comes back to this level, instead of thinking, this is way too expensive, people are now thinking, actually, I have to buy here. Okay, and then the price goes back up. So this is like a clear example of a support resistance flip. Okay, let's see where the price goes afterwards. Okay, we break down. Look at that. So what happened here is what you can call a failed auction of this weekly level. Okay, so it wasn't an easy trade. I'm not gonna lie. It clearly wasn't an easy trade because you went up above, you went above this area, and then you lost the weekly. Okay, so it was really not easy to trade. But when you prepared, when you know that this is a resistance area, you see that it's a little resistance, and it becomes a support. Then you lose it, and then you back test it. You can actually start entering a short here, a very, like a very low risk. Yeah, 0.23%. When you see that you're actually below it at this level, you're below this weekly level, this big resistance, which is also the value area high of this whole range. Okay, so two big levels and the point of control. It used to be the point of control before. When you see all those confluence piling up and you see that you're below it, you can enter safely here a short, right? It's not weird to enter a short. Now what you have, then you go back up. So of course you need to take profit as well, right? If you don't take profits, you have problems. So here, many things happens, okay? So let's say you enter here a short, okay? You have to pay yourself. Where do you pay yourself? Well, a good idea would be either at the SR flip of this level or the SR flip of those levels below, because this is the range below that we just left, okay? So if you put some lines on, you would see that here would be a nice SR flip potential where you can pay yourself. So let's say you enter a short here, you take profits here, okay? It's a low risk, but also low gain. So you can either increase your position size if you want to start making bigger amounts of money, or you don't care, you stay with your regular position. But remember, low risk, low gain trade. First, take profit around this area, why not? And the second one where you could be taking profits would be around this area. Or, okay, let's say you're a bit more cocky. Let's go here, just to show you how it's to the dollar, okay? And look at this level. This is a perfect SR flip of this wick, because what we did is basically we lost the weekly, we drop, okay? Here we didn't close below this level, so this is the first SR flip. And the second SR flip, look at that. We arrived to this level and then you pump. So you need to pay yourself. And if you actually pay yourself with this trade, you can take profits either here or here, put your stop loss at entry and then see what happens. Here, you've gotten stopping out, which is okay, I guess. You wouldn't made a lot of money, to be honest, like 0.39%, which is still really cool. For one trade, it's pretty cool. But you have to be like really strict with your rules and take profits. If you don't take profits, you can turn winning trades into losing trades like this one, okay? So first interesting trade, this weekly level, okay? Then what happens? Look at this. We bounce up. We go through this daily level. There is a reaction the first time we hit it. I hope you can see it. We hit it. Reaction to the downside. And then we go even higher. Where to? I'm going to ask you, where to? Look at this. To this area of liquidity. Because we are prepared, we know that people have stop losses and we know that the price is going to get attracted to this. What happens is that it goes above, stops everybody who has their positions with their short above here. So it's not the perfect trade we had in mind. It's not, in our mind, we wanted it to go even higher. But when you see that the chart is showing you that you take those levels and you don't have juice to go higher and you confirm below it, this should be your trigger. This, you should think to yourself, okay, I have a short to take here because this is a stop hunt. You have a very close invalidation, 0.03%, okay? And then you just decide to trade it potentially, why not, to the lows of the range. You took the highs, So why not go to the lows of the range? And this could be your trade setup. You're risking 0.3%. So if you're wrong, you lose 0.3% of your position for a potential 3.8% if you have a full rotation to the lows. Same thing, you have to pay yourself as well. Where do you pay yourself? Well, if you were fast enough and you entered perfectly at the SFP, you could say you pay yourself at the daily level or at the weekly level. You decide. Those two levels now, because they're broken at this moment, they become support. Okay? Personally, because I had a very, very good entry, I entered at this level right there. Okay? I decided to take some profits around the daily level, and then I let the rest run. Okay? But you could have said here it's too close and you want to take profits here. And so this trade, we took it with Pierre. I think Pierre has a slightly
Yes, we did.
slightly higher entry, if I'm not.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But I mean, I just want to show you guys how we took those trades, because it's pretty cool to see. Like we do it live. We tell you when we take them. We say we want to take some profits and everything. So I'm just gonna go a bit higher up. Yeah, here it was. Okay. At this moment in time, okay, we shorted the level without even talking to each other. Okay, so that's my entry. Okay, for an instant, almost instant, 0.7%. It shows 7%, but 0.7%. And Pierre took, a bit higher, 961. Okay, so we took the short. Where to? Well, the idea was to actually take it at least to the weekly level, and why not lower? Okay, so we already took some profits on this. We took some profits on this short. And so this is the first position we're in. Okay, now let's see what happened the rest of the day. So here, where are we? Wednesday, so that was yesterday. So you see, we're playing around the weekly level. We lost it here. Okay, super interesting. Super interesting to see. So many things to talk about here. First of all, what's really cool to see is that this SR flip of this level is actually the low of the range that we've been putting in since yesterday. Okay, so you go above, you take profits here, and you actually take profits at the exact low of this local range right there. Okay, let's remove this for now. Let's remove this level, and let's keep it clean and understand what happened during the past 2 days. So let's say you're in this situation. Okay, you're inside of this short right now. Okay, so I'm just going to close that for now. You took a very cool short from this area, and now you're waiting, thinking, okay, where the price is gonna go. First of all, let me just go back a bit, because I want to show you something cool too. Okay, at this moment in time, when we arrived here, I was saying, wait a bit longer. Okay, like more around here. Let me tell you why. Yeah, okay. Around this time, I posted some things on Discord saying that you have multiple things that can happen here. Okay, so I'm from a short from here. What are the multiple options that you have? Well, the first option is that, okay, you could say that the market structure is possibly changing and you're going to drop lower. So where would you drop? Let's say you lose the weekly again. The first area, the first interesting area is this daily level that we formed yesterday night. Okay, so you could think, okay, should we drop here? This could be a potentially interesting area to take profits from the short we're in. Okay, from this short here could be cool. And this is how much in terms of percentage? 1.7%. Cool level. Okay, first scenario, we do this. What is the other scenario? What could we do inside of this range? Well, once you acknowledge there's a range here, you know that this is the low, this is the high. You could think to yourself, okay, liquidity is being built below and higher. Maybe there is a possibility that what we've been seeing here, this uptrend, is not finished. We haven't taken any major lows inside of this uptrend. So maybe, potentially, we're going to keep on going higher. Okay, and so you could be looking for a local entry of a long. Why? Because you see here that you have one low that was created, a second low that was created, and was never revisited again. So in your mind, and we had also lots of bearish divergences at this moment, you could be thinking to yourself, okay, maybe we're going to drop. And this is exactly what I said on the Discord. Let me show you where. So We have a range. Dollars above means liquidity. Dollars below means liquidity as well. Okay, we're here, so we don't know what's gonna happen. Pierre posted some things as usual. Lots of things as usual. Okay, and this is what I want to
That's
show
the
you.
daily update, isn't it?
Daily update. Every day we do this.
You gotta do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at this. So I'm at this moment in time, we haven't taken anything. We're still here. We rejected from the weekly, which is a first sign, let's not lie. But we haven't taken any major lows. And we acknowledged our lows here, here, and here. And what I say is, we're building more and more liquidity locally, also increasing the odds of a local drop. Price is naturally attracted to those liquidity areas. And the order flow is showing us at this time that we have, I think, around 6 million longs opening locally with no effect on the price action. And this shows that it's a bearish signal because people are buying, and the price is not moving. So it means that somebody has a bigger limit and he's absorbing all the buys. And this is what you call a bearish absorption of those market orders. Okay? And so all this made me think, okay, potentially we're going to have a drop. And there came the drop. And the drop came and it took the first low. At this point of time, and the drop in play, amazing. I was commenting it, okay? And then you had the bigger drop here, which took this low and this low. And at this moment, I decide to enter personally into a swing failure pattern, okay? Let me show you how it shows on the how it goes here. So you're gonna see it live, what happened, basically. And here you go, okay? You see this wick right there? You take out those lows, and then you're back instantly inside of the range. Everybody in the long here is out of a long. I personally entered the long here, and I took it where? First of all, to the weekly level, and then to another level, which I also talked about, which is here, TP2 area. Now, why did I take it to this level? Multiple reasons. The first reason is you have here a resistance. Fibonacci resistance. It's called the 0.5. Let me put it right there. Okay. The 0.5, and it's aligned perfectly, or at least at the moment it was aligned perfectly with the value area high of the Sloker range. And you have this
And
high
the
right
new
there.
daily.
The new daily is here.
Yeah. 858.
858. Why don't I have it on my chart? Ah, the daily open.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Ah, okay,
Daily
yeah.
open,
You see, I didn't even have the daily open on my chart at this moment, but you're right. This is the daily open where we open. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've marked it as a daily, but this was the daily open.
This is a daily open. Now, you're right to mark it as a daily. I mean, you're a bit fast, to be honest, but in 3 or 4 hours, should we not go above it, we're going to have a daily level here that's going to get formed, okay? So
Yep.
basically, this just shows that you have like reasons to take some profits here. And I mean, it's all in the Discord. All you have to do is just follow what we're doing, and you would have the same understanding. So here weekly, I'm showing that you have a reaction here. So for me, that was a natural take profit one, okay, obviously. And so we keep on going up. At this moment, I'm not saying anything. I'm not taking any trades. And then we hit this area, okay? We haven't rejected yet, and I'm saying this is my TP2 area for the same reasons I just showed you. 5.4%, pretty cool trade. And in this moment, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let the rest run because we're back into the range. Maybe the uptrend is gonna keep on going up. We're gonna challenge those highs. I'm gonna keep everything that I have here, and that's it. I'm gonna stop. And then we started dropping again. And I mean, look at that. It's perfect. TP2 is right there. Right after taking profits on this long, you drop. It's I mean, you could say it's magical, but it's super cool. It's super cool to see this, to be able to have this edge on the market. It's so nice. And actually, in the end, I haven't posted since, but not only we rejected from 3 candles, look where we are now. We're back testing the VWAP. So we lost the weekly. So look at this, many interesting things. We broke through the weekly again. We back test it again, turns into a support, and then you lose it again, back test this from, and then you drop, okay? And all this since this TP2 area. And how much? Yeah, 0.3%. So now, basically, my positions are very cool because I have 2 trades. I have a long from this right there, okay, where I already took my profit, so I don't know where this is going to go. Right now, we came back here. Maybe I'm going to compound the long if I see something interesting. I'm going to give you a hint to where I could see something interesting. It's right there.
I like this one, yeah.
Right there, okay? Now, it does mean that we're going to lose the VWAP. Momentarily, but I would be interested to see what happens here, maybe to compound, and maybe if we see some kind of a reaction like this, you know, and then instantly above it, and maybe compound here, take profits again at the weekly and the point of control of this area, and why not again at the value area high should we rise again, okay? But whatever happens now, this is a winning trade, and the other short is also a winning trade. So, I mean, you could think to yourself, why are you into 2 different trades? Why are you counter trading yourself? Because you don't know. You don't know where the price is going to go. And if anybody tells you he knows, he doesn't know. Nobody can say that, I don't know, in 5 minutes, a billionaire is going to come and buy for $200 million of Bitcoin. You don't know. Nobody has this information. However, by being positioned like this, should the price drop, okay, and I get out of this long, okay, it's true. I got out of this long, which I took some profits in. So I get out, I made a bit of money in it, but now this short is running, and this short is making money to the downside. So you're actually winning. And should the opposite happen, it's exactly the same. Should you start going up, okay, up and up and up and up and up, this short is going to get stopped out. It's okay, because now this long is going to make me money. And you position yourself into a very, very cool, position, basically. Where you have two trades, and you just have to let the one that wins run. That's it. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to go through this. We wanted to go through this analysis because I think it's pretty interesting to watch. It's pretty interesting to I mean, you should learn a lot about this. And to describe what happened here, because everything that happened here is very technical. Once you know that you're going to grab the liquidity here because you see many signs of weaknesses, you can position yourself, even though you're in a short from here, into a local scalp where you have a very, very low risk trade, 0.11%, that's nothing, okay? And where you can make potentially, I mean, I made already 0.6% on this one, but it can go higher. Can go to 1.3%. Yeah, if we take the highs. And yeah, that's the beauty of it. When you start understanding what happens is that you can basically position yourself in multiple trades. So yeah, we wanted to share this with you. Do we have any other things that we can share? I think from my side, that's it.
From my side too.
Yeah.
You've covered everything, yeah.
Yeah. So
we still have the upper SFP to play.
Of course. Okay. So that's the thing.
And I have made an extensive analysis on it and why these kind of levels
exactly. And he's talking about
work.
He's talking about this, right? He's talking about this because we haven't taken.
You can check it on the Discord if you want. You can check it on other socials, but on the Discord, this is the main place where you will see our analysis on a daily basis. Yeah.
Exactly. We're doing this every day. Every day we talk. We go through the price action. Okay, now maybe not every minute, but whenever there is an important move that goes up, you will see us talk about it. Okay. We're not winning every trade. Nobody does. Some trades are losses, which is normal. You should be comfortable in losing. I know it's complicated, but you should be comfortable. It. Yeah, because you're gonna lose some trades. But the idea is to make sure that your losses are smaller than your wins, right? And if you're able to do this and you're able to position yourself in those really, really cool setups, then okay, you're gonna maybe lose some trades. Okay, but you're gonna win way more, and that's what you want to do.
Okay. Are you still in the replay mode right now?
I think yeah, I am totally. Let's see what happened. Is there a bit more? Oh, no, yeah, look at that. Again, backtest the daily open, and then you drop again. Yeah. So, I mean, right now, the only thing we can say is that we took the lows, okay?
We took the highs also.
We took the highs yesterday. We took the lows today. So, honestly, below this, should we start moving down, okay? Should we start losing this range again? I don't think this is going to provide us the boost to go back into the range. So should we start going down, in my opinion, that means that we're probably going to go lower. Okay. I mean, we don't have really business to do anymore here, but you could have a bounce. But honestly, I personally would be very cautious about this one. And should you start to go up, okay, you have this daily level. That's interesting. 16,900, okay, because it's the daily level from which we rejected. So maybe you're gonna have a reaction. But the biggest area, and like Pierre said, the biggest short we're expecting could be this one right there, okay?
Yeah.
The 17,000 area. So it means that we would lose the short we're in, but we already took profit in it. So whatever happens now, we put our entry at our stop loss at entry. Whatever happens now, it's a winning trade. So if we lose it, we're even happier because we can short higher. And yeah, that's it. This trade is still active. In terms of longs, what do we have? We have this long below. For the same reason we're expecting this one, you have this one right there. And there is another one also that I could be interested in. I'm just going to show you very fast. Should we drop? Okay, and in the case where actually we're not going to challenge the highs anymore and we drop, you have this interesting area right there. You see that? That pocket
Yeah,
right
I
there?
covered it also.
You covered it as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're in the stream, I'm like, yeah, might as well show you. But this area right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
it's a bit of an obvious area. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's not really complicated to see. And what I'm not liking is that the only I mean, there is a liquidity grab right there, but I'm not liking this. You know, all this price action below, and you're buying here.
Double bottom nearly.
Yeah, I mean, should we come to this area? I would love it if we would drop more. Now, if when we arrive here, like let's say you drop from here, you have a little reaction, but this is nothing, and then you come here, and then you start changing the market structure, and then you see this, I mean, I would take the trade. I would take the trade because of all the confluences that you have here, okay?
Yeah.
Even if it means that right after we drop, okay? I would take this trade. I would take profits probably pretty fast around this area here.
Yeah.
Daily level.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. I would take profits right there, and it might seem like it's a very close area, but let's say you enter at the point of control after you see some kind of confirmation. It is still a 0.6% trade. I mean, if you can make this already, it's amazing. And so you take profits here, put your stop loss at entry if you feel more comfortable that way, or keep your stop loss here. Personally, I think I would keep it lower. And then see if it goes back higher or not. And that's it. That's it for today.
Yeah.
I hope everybody kind of understood what we talked about. It's not that complicated. Once you know how to use these tools, once you know how to identify those areas. Anyway, we're here to talk about it every day. We will talk about it in Discord. We do daily analysis. I mean, every hour or so, you will see a post commenting the price action. And if you have any questions, just ask, right? So I don't know, Pierre, if you have something to add, but for me, that's it.
No, everything's great.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. It was a short one, 28 minutes. Maybe we'll do another one tomorrow, and for sure we'll do one on Sunday for the weekly live session as usual. Again, elaborate a trading plan for next week. I'm not going to lie, if nothing changes, most probably, if we don't leave this range until Sunday, most probably it's going to be the same trades. Maybe we could cover another asset. That could be an idea. Or we could go to the higher time frame and identify where would be a nice selling short position higher than this range, or a nice buying position lower than this range. That could be also an idea.
We could do stocks.
We could do
Could do
stocks.
stocks.
We could do stocks. We could do
Yeah.
S&P. We could do, yeah. We
Or
could
Forex or something like that.
actually, you know what we could do, like super interesting and educational? We could choose like a stock we've never traded. Something
Yeah.
completely blank. We just decide on stream. Somebody send us any kind of asset they want to analyze, and then we just do it live. And we see where are the good
Domino's
levels.
Pizza.
GameStop, out of the
Yeah.
blue. Okay. Okay, let's do that then. So thank you guys again, and hope we catch you on the Discord. And feel free to ask anything. Bye bye.
All right, guys. Bye
See
bye.
you.